we talked a little bit about what we will be going over today. We're going to go over some subtraction. We have a new lesson in our phonics that we'll be going over, and I don't think that those videos are going to play for us.
Tomorrow, Friday, is it share day or student store?
I think that what we had scheduled for tomorrow, let me take a look. I think tomorrow was supposed to be, last week we did share day. So tomorrow was supposed to be student store. Because we don't have student store tomorrow, because it's going to be hard to do that while we're on Google Meet, then I think what we can do tomorrow is share day.
And when is school back?
We are supposed to come back next Tuesday. Next Tuesday. So not too far from now. Not too far from now. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. I am going to share my screen. We're going to start with some of our phonics work here. Can you guys see that? Give me a thumbs up. Good. Good. Okay. So since it's a little bit, I think it's going to be a little bit bigger on your screen. That might be a little bit easier for you all to see. Okay. So go ahead and take yourselves off mute. And everybody tell me first what letter this is and what sound it makes. That's right.
W and what?
Yes. W and what? Good. What letter's that? That's the sound. What's the letter called? Yes. Good. Good. And what's this one again?
The.
Right? Good. What's this one? What's the letter?
F.
That's right. And what's the sound?
Flower and F.
Yeah. Good. Okay. What's this one?
B.
Good. What sound does it make? Good. What's this one? What letter is that?
A.
Good. What letter's that one?
R.
What sound does it make?
R.
Good. What letter's that?
U.
And what sound does it make? That's right. That's right. Now unless. Okay, hold on, class. Good. I want to see if you would still do it. The U might sound like U if it's in a word like cube, because when you have an E at the end of a word, if you remember this from class, when you have an E at the end of the word, it makes the vowel say itself. Say its own name. That's right. What letter is that?
L.
L, and it sounds like again? Ooh. Good. What letter is that?
K.
And what does that sound like? Good. Very good. Very good. Okay, we're going to skip over that one. Now, all together with me. I want everybody to sound this out. Do it with me.
I see another one.
What does it sound like?
Kids.
It's not kids. Okay. Class. Okay, listen up. Listen up. Hold on. I'm going to mute everybody. Listen up. That word it's not kids. It has kids in it, but it has a S in the beginning. We're going to talk about these words today. When you see an S and a K together like this, it sounds like ska. Ska. So this is ska, skids. Like he was running so fast he had to skid to a stop. Delisa, do you have a question?
I had that question.
You had that question? Delisa, do you have another question?
No.
Okay. So what about this one, guys? Let's try it all again. Let's go ahead and you can unmute yourselves. And let's try this one together. Ready? What's that word, guys? Do you know? Let's try it again. I heard somebody say it. Now listen up. Class. Good. Shh. You only have to say the L one time. So it's smell. That's right. So when you see, this is another one of those, when you see the S and the M together, it makes a sm sound. Smell. Smell. Okay? That's like small too.
Now small.
That's another word that has that. Okay, now let's look at this one together. This is snug.
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 So this is another one, guys. I'm gonna mute you again. This is another one where it's an S and an N together, so it's snug. Snug. Snug as a bug. And here's our last one, because we're doing ska, sn, and swa today. Those combinations. So this one is w, Try with me. What's the word?
Swim.
Swim. So when you see an S and a W together, it makes a swa sound. Like swim, swam, swum, swung, swing, swung. Swat. That's right. Good. Okay, let's move on to the next one here. So today we learned skids, smell, snug, swim. I know you can't hear this, but fill your hands. Give yourselves a round of applause. Good, good. Now, we're going to, I don't know if you have a piece of paper in front of you. If you do, we're going to try to write out some words, okay? We're going to do just what we've done before, but we're going to do it with some different sounds, okay? So I'm going to switch over to a different window, and we're going to talk about some of these combinations, okay? So, give me a second here. If you have a pencil in front of you, that is perfect. And I'm going to share a different window with you. Let's make that just a little bit smaller. Okay. And let's use a slightly different color. Let's go with green. I don't know if we've done that recently. Okay. So I'm going to share another window with you. Mason, do you have a question?
Why can't you see yourself on the screen?
You can sometimes if you set it so that you can. You have to pin your own face to the screen. But we don't need to be messing around with that because I need you to give me some words, okay? Ray, do you have a question?
I can't see it.
Well, it's not up yet. It's not up yet. Hold on. I'm about to put a new screen up.
I can just see everybody.
That's right.
That's
right. But very soon you'll be able to see what's on my screen. Okay, so you should just see a plain white window.
I see just white with words.
You should see white.
I do.
You guys see words on it? It should just be white, no?
On top. On top I do.
Oh, you saw words on top. Okay, good. Then that works. Harper, do you have a question?
What are we gonna? I know what we're gonna be doing.
You know what we're gonna be doing? What are we gonna be
doing?
We're
gonna be writing sentences.
Well, you're gonna be writing words, actually. Words, not sentences right now. We'll do more sentences later, but right now we're going to write down some words that we come up with. I want you all to try to write down as many of these words that we come up with as possible. Now today we talked about ska, sma, sna, and swa words. Right now, I want us to go over some ska words. Words that start with an S and a K. Okay? So, let's go ahead and start that. Who has, make sure you raise your hand if you have one. If you have a word that starts with the ska sound, go ahead and raise your hand. Mason?
Skunk.
Skunk. That's a good one. That's a really good one. Ray, do you have another one?
Yes. Scumbag.
Oh, well, that actually has a C in it. It's not super nice either. But that's actually an S and a C. Sometimes an S and a C sound like a ska as well. Harper, do you have one?
Stick. Or squawk.
Not stick.
Squawk. Squawk.
Squawk. Oh, that's good, but that's actually an S and a Q because it has the qua. That's the same thing. It has the qua sound. These are good words, though, Harper. They're good words. They're just not SK words, but they are good words. Does anybody here like to do that thing where you're on a board under your feet and it has wheels and you go down a sidewalk and you use one foot to make you go faster? Harper? Oh, Harper, you put yourself on mute.
Skateboard.
Skateboard. Good. Good. Matthew, do you have one for us?
Skateboard. You're carrying.
Matthew, you have one for us?
Sky.
Sky.
Oh, whole thing. There.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Ray, do you have one for us?
Skid.
Skid. Yep, we had that word today. That's a good one. Skid. So actually, you might skid to a stop. See, I can't even talk. Skid to a stop on your skateboard if you saw a skunk while you were looking up at the sky. It could happen. Harper.
I forgot what I was going to say.
Forgot what you were going to say. Now, there's skateboards, right? There are skateboards, but there's also something else. We have a place. Well, let's see. We don't here, but there is one in Bakersfield, as far as I know, where you can do something else that's like skateboarding, but it's on your 2 feet. Delisa?
Did you notice that the 2 L's with the sword?
Delisa?
The sword.
We're gonna let it handle.
No. Yeah. Skateboard.
Delisa, what is it?
Sorry,
I can't hear Delisa. Delisa, tell us one more time.
Ska.
Ska? You mean like the music? There's a music called ska, spelled like that. What about Luis?
You know those shoes that have tires?
Yeah.
I was gonna tell you.
Yeah, what's it called?
Roller skates.
Yeah, roller skate. Uh-huh. I saw you going crazy up there, Harper.
I had that one.
Good, I'm glad you did. That's good. Roller skate. It has the ska in the word. That's right. Jennings, what do you have for us? What is it? Oh, I think he's frozen.
Oh.
Yeah, we might have a few kids for. There he is, Jennings. We can hear you. What do you have for us? Oh no, I think it's frozen again. Okay, we'll come back to you. Mason, what do you have?
Scooter.
Scooter. That's a good one. Although, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I think I spelled that word wrong. Scooter's actually spelled like this. That's my mistake. See how often I go on a scooter. So it has the same sound, the sk sound, but it actually is an SC word and not an SK word. So I spelled that one incorrectly. Now, there are others, though. There are others. Ooh, I almost said one of the words. Actually, our bodies are made up of these. And I have some animals in the classroom that look like this.
Skin.
Oh, skin is good. Yes. Skeleton was what I was thinking, but skin was good too.
See? I told you.
Skeleton and skin. And what's the head part of a skeleton? What's that called? Anybody?
Whoa.
Skull. Good. Good. Okay. Matthew, what do you have for us?
Skill.
Skill. Skill. You all are very skilled at coming up with SK words, ska words. So we have skull, skunk, skateboard, sky, skid, ska, roller skates, skin, skeleton, and skill. I'm going to cross out scooter. So write down as many as you can. Mason, do you have another one?
I'd rather not write.
Harper, I know you may rather not write, but you still have to. It's good practice.
No, I do not.
Oh, wait till you get back in the classroom. Now I'll make you write double. Ray, what do you have for us?
Skin.
Skin. Yep, that one's there. That's a good one. That's a good one. Matthew.
Skin, put skin on pup there. I watched the video.
There you go. Matthew, what do you have for us? Say it one more time.
Skim.
Skim, like skim milk. Good. That's good. Delesa.
Are you okay? Go to mommy. Go to mommy. Get your watermelon. Go. Scoot.
Scoot. Well, so scoot, that was one of those ones like with the word scooter. That's actually an SC word. That does sound the same, though. You're right about that. Okay, so we are, because we are now running a little late on our time here, I do want to go ahead and move on. Let me go ahead and, so I'm hoping you wrote down as many of these as possible. We will do some of the other ones, the SMA and the, we will do ska, SMA, SNA, and SWA words. We'll do some more of those a little bit later. Probably do a few more of those tomorrow. And so for now, I'm going to go ahead and pull up our, let's go ahead and pull up our math. So we can take a quick look at that in case we have any questions on it. Okay, here we go. So now, everybody should see the easy subtraction under the C right in front of you. Mason, do you have a question?
When after this, what time are you supposed to join on if you need help with the math?
Well, we are not doing it that way down at the elementary school. But if you do need help with the math, I can stay on if you'd like. Does that make sense?
I'm just wondering what time are you supposed to get on it?
This is the only time that we're doing it. Our class is only going from just about 9 to 10. But really, we're trying to get out about 9:40, 9:45, so you guys have time. So you don't have to get on again later. I have been posting some additional videos for you guys as well. for help with the math. But if you do have questions, I will get on to help with those or stay on later. You just have to let me know. Do you have some questions about the math?
No, because
No?
I already did it.
Oh, okay. Good. Good. But we are going to go over some right now. Ray, do you have a question?
Yes. You know, I got you snowman I have is as he's setting and it goes in the dark.
Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know.
It goes in the dark.
Okay, guys, let's go ahead and get started on looking at this math here. So what I want to go over, I want to do a few of these. I'm going to have a couple of you answer some of these questions. We won't do everything, but I want to talk about a few different ways that we can do them as well. Because we have talked about this. We did some number lines. We talked about that yesterday. You know number lines are my favorite. I'll probably end up drawing another one right here and talking about number lines. But there are some other ways I want to talk about, like breaking apart. Okay? Because breaking apart is really useful for ones like 17 minus 7, for instance. I'm going to show you how we can break that apart. Let's draw a number line really quickly for the top one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And we'll stop at 18 because that's how much space I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and we stopped at 18 for this one. Okay, so if I was to do the first problem on this page, and I was going to use the number line to do it, where would I first go? What number am I looking for right now? Mason? Go ahead and take yourself off mute if you haven't.
I have the question.
You have a question? What's your question?
12 minus 4 equals...
No, don't tell us yet. Don't tell us yet. Wait. I'm glad you have the answer. Hold on to it.
I already have the whole thing done.
That's why
So
I was confused why you were asking about math help. But if you need it, I will be there. If anybody needs math help, you just have to let me know. Jennings, what is the first number I'm looking for? The first number I'm looking for is 18? Well, I'm going to say the first number I'm looking for is 12. Because if we're doing this one right here, 12 minus 4, I have to look for the 12, right? We're starting at the 12. And then I'm going to go backwards in numbers. I want the numbers to get smaller. And so I've got 4 right here, which means I need to make 4 jumps backwards, okay? 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. And I landed on the 8. So Mason, is that our answer? Is this right? Is that what everybody has here? Yeah, I hope so. 12 minus 4 is 8. Okay, so the number line, that makes it easier. Of course, you could draw these out too, right? With some of the smaller ones, it's easy to draw them out, like 9. It wouldn't be hard to draw out 9 circles, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If I can draw the 9th one. There you go. Because you've got 9, that's easy to draw. It's easier to draw that out than 17. So if you had 9 minus 6, and you crossed out 6 of them, because we're taking away 6. I crossed out 6. How many do I have left? Ray, how many of those do I have left?
3.
I have 3.
And I wrote this, so 16 plus minus 3 is 30, and the other one is 3.
Okay. Good. Well, I'm glad that so many of you have done these. That's good. That's very good.
did this before I got on.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. That's why it's good for us to go over them too, because then you can help give us some answers and help us guide through it. So what I really want to do is, this is why I generally have you guys not give me the answers right away, is so that we can go through it, because not everybody has all the answers right away. So it's important that you know how to get them, right? Mason, question?
Can I do the next one? 3
Which?
minus 6.
Are you talking about 16 minus 3?
Yeah,
This one right in the
16
middle
minus
here?
3. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what the one Ray was just talking about too. What do you have for your answer?
I want to do I want to do it.
Okay. What do you have? What do you want to do?
The whole answer. Like
Okay.
16 minus 3
Okay,
equals...
Mason, tell us.
16 minus 3 equals 13.
That's right, and I think that's what Ray said too. So that's good. You guys knew it. Now, let's talk about that one, guys. I want to talk about this one right here, because there's another way to do it. If any of you were stuck on that one and didn't figure it out right away, that's okay. There's another way that you can make this a little bit easier on yourselves to break it apart, okay? So that's something we don't talk about often, is breaking it apart. But when it comes to subtraction, sometimes breaking apart problems makes them a little bit easier. So 16 minus 3. So with 16 minus 3, you notice that you have 1 in the tens place, 6 in the ones place, right? So what if you were to say, we're going to go ahead and we're going to break that apart. If you have 1 in the tens place, 6 in the ones place, that means what you really have is I'm going to draw 2 circles, and I'm going to put 10 in one of them, and I'm going to put 6 in the other one, because 16 is 10 plus 6. 16 is 10 plus 6, so what you could really do is you could start out with 6 minus 3, and that would give you 3 down at the bottom, just like we have right here. And all you have left to do is, well, you know it can't be 3. 16 minus 3 isn't 3, right? You know you have 10 left over, so then all you had to do is take that 1, drop it down. 16 minus 3 equals 13. You can do that with any of the bigger problems, like 19 minus 4, for instance. That one looks like it's going to be hard. But if you remember that 19 is 10 plus 9, then all you really have to do is say, what's 9 minus 4? With 9 minus 4, we are going to just count back. I'm going to go ahead and put some of you guys on mute here. With 9 minus 4, we're just going to count backwards. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. And you have a 5 right there. And then this one right here, all you're doing is dropping it down. So 19 minus 4 equals 15. Does that make some sense? And that works with some of these bigger ones, because some of the bigger numbers, like here with this one too, over on number 7, 20 minus 6, because it looks like it's kind of big. But what makes up 20? Could you break 20 down? Could you break it down and make it a little bit easier? Could you say 20 is 10 plus 10? And then 10 minus 6 instead? You could. You could do that if that's easier for you. So then you would say 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. And you'd have a 4. But you would still have a 1 left over, because you still have this 10 right here. So you'd have to do 10 plus 4, and you'd get to 14, which means that 20 minus 6 is 14. I apologize for my bad handwriting there. Does anybody have any questions about this? Does this make sense? Mason? Let's see your hand.
The answer is 14 in... Yeah.
That's right.
Stuff.
That's right. It is.
And a different way to do it is just to count on from the bigger number.
That's right. You can do that, and you can count backwards. You could do the same thing. If you had 20, you can even use your hands for this, guys. So let's say you have. Let's come on here. Let's say you're doing that 20 minus 6. Now, of course, you don't want to be using your hands to count for the rest of your life, but eventually you'll get to a point where you won't do that. So if you have 20 minus 6, you don't even need to have 20 fingers for it. all you need to do is have 6. Because then you would say 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14. And that would be your answer. That'd be it. You're just counting backwards. That's all you're really doing with subtraction, is taking away or counting backwards. So it's the opposite of addition. Does that make sense? Give me a thumbs up if you guys think that makes sense. We're going to get there. We'll get there. And we'll talk about it. Brooke's giving me a kinda. Yeah, kinda. We're going to get there. Don't worry. Ray says no, but I don't believe that. I think that means he doesn't like it, but that's okay. So we will get there. So, kind of. Harper, you don't get it? No? Okay. So anybody who doesn't get it, you can stay on for a little bit if you want afterward. We can talk a little bit more about math. I'm also going to be posting I'm also going to be posting another video this afternoon. Not just the class video, but another video on how to break apart numbers and do it that way too. So now we've got, and I think I sent them to you guys yesterday or the day before. They are up in the classroom as well. We have a few different videos out. We have how to do different methods for addition, subtraction. We have number lines, and then we'll have breaking apart coming up this afternoon, okay? Or later this morning. So those will be up. The class videos are there too if anybody missed anything in those. But right now, do we have any questions? Do we want to go through a couple more of those math problems? I don't know. I'm thinking that's a yes. I think we're going to go through just a couple more math problems. So what I'll do is, let me open up a new window here. And we'll just come up with a couple different ways that we can do these, okay? So I'm going to take one right off of your sheet there and do 13 minus 10. So let me go ahead and share my window with you all again. Give me a second here. And Mason, do you have a question?
How's Maverick gone? He's always here, but now he's gone.
You're right. I don't know. I think, you know what? Actually, I think that they had something planned this week. If I remember correctly, it's because they're not here. So let's go ahead and I'm going to share my screen. We're going to do 13 minus 10. That's one of the problems on your worksheet for today. And I know it looks hard, but I promise you it's not as hard as it looks. So let's really quickly do it. We're going to do 13 minus 10. Now, there are a few different ways that we can do this problem. We could do a number line. You could do, even with this one, you could count it on your fingers because you have 10 fingers. You could use counters. You could use drawings. You could break it apart. And you could say that 13 is 10 plus 3, right? Because 13 is 10 plus 3. But here's another way that you can do it, just based on how it's laid out. And this is why I think laying out our math problems like this is the easiest way to do it. Because let me ask you guys a question. And somebody go ahead and raise your hand if you have the answer to this. What is 3 minus 0? 3 take away 0. Somebody go ahead and raise your hand. It's easier if you guys put the little hand icons up because I can't see all of you. So like some of you, I don't know if you're doing it or not. Matthew, what do you have? What is 3 minus 0?
It's 3.
He's right. It's 3. It's 3. Now, Delesa, what is 1 minus 1? 1 take away 1.
Zero.
It's 0. So that's why this problem is actually so much easier than it looks, because all you really have left over after you take 3 away from 0 and 1 away from 1 is 3. So that means that 13 minus 10 is 3. So let's do one more from that page where I can show you why it's so easy to line them up like this. Okay, now this one's going to look harder because it kind of breaks the rules a little bit, okay? 14 minus 7. You can't take away 7 from 4. 4 is too small, right? You can't do that. But guess what? 14, that's a double. That's double 7, right? Jennings, what is 7 plus 7? Do you remember that one? No?
Plus 7 is.
Yeah, what's 7 plus 7?
No, 7 minus
Hold on.
7.
No, 7.
7 times 2 equals.
Okay, hey, Matthew, hold on. Hold on. Jennings, what's 7 plus 7?
You can do it.
I know you know it.
14.
Yes, that's right. So if 7 plus 7 is 14, 7 plus 7 equals 14. That means that 14 minus 7 equals, who knows? Who knows that one? Ray?
I want to go home.
I know you do. And we're almost done with class. So Ray, if 7 plus 7 equals 14, then what does 14 minus 7 equal? If you're just taking 7 away from 14.
I didn't finish my math paper.
I know, but I'm asking you right now. You don't have to have it done. But Jennings gave us a clue because he said 7 plus 7 equals 14. So if I have 7 of something and I add 7 to it, I get 14. What if I took 7 away? What would I have left? What would I have left if I took 7 away from that 14 as the whole? Delisa?
7.
That's right. It's 7. Ray, is that what you got too?
I do.
It's
7
okay.
plus 7?
So 7 plus 7 is 14, which means that 14 minus 7 equals 7.
The only 7 I see pretty much is 17 and
I'm looking
7.
at 14 minus 7. It's the problem is number 11. It's down at the bottom.
And there you go.
It's down at the bottom of your page. You'll get there. You'll get there. So these are just a few ways, but again, I'm going to post another video about them. We're going to talk more about this. We're going to get to a point where you guys are subtracting experts. Okay? So don't worry if you're not quite there yet. Okay, does anybody have any questions?